believe I gotta do this. All right, fine. Just hand him the bottle. Be over. All right. I'll be a gracious loser. He'll be a gracious winner. We'll just record the podcast. Hand him this. Hand it over. We'll be all done. All right. Just simple enough.
Oh, hello, Brent.
What?
I've been waiting on you. Are you here to do our podcast? Is this the
Just take.
I had no idea.
Just take.
Wait, whoa. If you're gonna enter a Trey Rose home, you always need to kneel first. That's the only way, Brent.
Excuse you?
You see this? This means I'm the victor, which makes you the kneeler. We'll just say. I'm trying to be humble here, Brent. I'm trying to be humble. So you could, less words. If you could just do what you need to do to enter my home, please go ahead. As you were. Kneel for Trey Rose. Come on. Hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
Did you get that cup because it's spill proof?
Yes. Yes, I did. I got a sippy cup.
That just hit me as I looked over. I was like, I saw this a couple times over the last hour. You've been waiting on me, but hour and a half it looks like. Hour and a half you've been waiting on me, but that's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So Brenton.
Enough of the spills and all over my brand new shirts and whatnots.
You mean my house?
Yeah, your house, but more importantly, my shirts.
I don't know if that's more importantly, but I mean, okay.
Somebody tried to shame me for buying this Ciroc?
Why?
I went to
supporting black business.
No, I was in Torrance and I saw this little liquor store.
Big mistake.
Where I was, and I was like, oh, they'll probably have it while I'm out, and it was just a small little one, so they didn't, I guess, have the variety, and so I was like, you have Ciroc? And he was like, no, we don't have Ciroc. We have these other vodkas that don't have all that,
sugar.
All that sugar and shit that'll give you a hangover in the morning, all that other fake shit. And I was like, yeah, I lost the bet, so I gotta pay somebody in this. I'm out.
Oh, it sounds so sweet.
I'm not a vodka drinker myself anyway, so.
Not a huge vodka drinker either. Just my birthdays. I guess today's my birthday.
Oh.
Go, shorty. Cheers to you, Brent. I'll tap from the top because I'm a champion right now. That shit's tasty. Ooh, Ciroc and Sprite on a Friday night. Hey. So I don't know about that.
Nothing.
God damn it, it's so long. Oh, that's what she said. Oh, so much of it. Thought I'd bring this here.
It's not. You can't even see the whole thing in the shot.
That's what she said. Oh no, I got it. There it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that up there for you.
I'm not responsible for when you break that.
Oh, it won't break. Don't worry. It's made out of the wins of my life. All the victories I've had. Strength of thousands of victories, Brent. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't, actually. I wouldn't.
So, do you want to fill the people in on why exactly you had to buy me a bottle of Ciroc? I mean, I understand that everybody was clearly listening to the episode. So they should know.
If you go back and you listen to the last episode, the girl did text back after Trey's text within 24 hours.
Got a thing first thing in the morning. I woke up to it.
Yeah.
What did you ask me? What kind of alcohol do you like, or something like that? And I was just laughing.
However,
there's a caveat.
However,
somehow Brent managed to mess up my good work.
Managed to mess up.
I don't know what he did.
Hold on a second. Managed to mess up.
I wasn't there for the text. So.
We're gonna bring this whole thing back. So.
But the bet was.
The bet was, yes.
Fulfilled.
The bet was fulfilled.
So I give Brent credit for being a man of his word.
And she replied back about 12 hours later that morning. and said, LOL, I thought since I stood you up, close eye face, that you wouldn't want to talk. I just planned too many things in one day. But yes, we can go for drinks. I promise I'm fee this weekend. I think she meant free.
No, she meant fee.
She probably did, because all I seem to be getting are catfish and hookers. Then I should probably get myself on the schedule now. LOL, house Saturday at 4, same place. Yes, 4 is good, and yes, same place. It's COVID safe. That's why. Should I order the hand sanitizer martini? So I should order the hand sanitizer martini. Got it. LOL, no hand sanitizer Cosmo. Right. So we're back on that
silly, kind of charming,
trying to do the conversation thing,
bit of
right?
Conversation vibes and flow.
All right. Fast forward to, we're talking about Housewives, Housewives and Kim Fields on Housewives, etc., etc.
Kim Fields on Housewives?
Yeah, she was.
What Housewives was she on?
I think Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Something I think.
I don't watch this kind of television, but I'll tell you something.
I don't either, but I was dating a girl who did when she was on it.
No, I get that. And then when it happens, you kind of started watching it, and now you're like...
Well, no, I watched... She was interesting because she was normal.
By the way, this would be like my favorite thing to do. To just destroy a room. This was the greatest challenge that ever happened in the history of life. Just getting a bash. You know how much rage I could let out? This is
the first time I'm seeing this channel. I think you've mentioned it to me before. Have you never seen the show? No.
Really?
You've mentioned it to me before. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I'm guessing it's just people in a house and then they just have to come out to some desert and do stupid challenges for eliminations.
Well, it's not stupid. This is awesome challenge.
No, these are stupid.
Are you kidding me? This shit doesn't look awesome to you?
These are fucking stupid.
This looks dumb to you. Destroying shit.
Who wins? How do you win?
You have to break all of the stuff small enough to get it through that little square in the corner. This is literally a strict destruction challenge. You must destroy every single thing in this room. And that guy's a psychopath. But you have to destroy everything. Like, bad. You got to break it all the way down. This shit was awesome. I'm feeling that weird thing again where there's no noise in the room. The last 3 we did, I felt all right.
Yeah, I don't, this white people shit. So
I'll tell you, fuck it.
So we
there you go.
Why do you gotta add noise to the podcast?
I'm trying to help you out, man.
You're not helping the podcast out by adding more noise to it. People listen in their headphones.
You can't even hear that thing.
I hope you're right.
You can't.
I hope you're right. I'm gonna edit this later. I hope you're right. So anyway, we're talking about Housewives. Friday comes, right? We're scheduled. So in the text, we're scheduled for Saturday at 4. Friday comes. Hey, you. Hey. Okay. Throw back to an earlier joke, right?
Was it Friday, next Friday, or
it was the Friday before the thing.
Okay, got it.
Right? Just checking in with her. Hey, how you doing? Very next day, she says she doesn't wake up until noon. I hit her up at 12:44. Morning. We still on for today at 4. Almost 3 hours pass. That's 2:44. 3:11. Hey, I'm just waiting to hear back from you before I take off. I want to make sure we are a go.
That was my text.
Yes, because I hit you up, and
I was like, that sounds like me.
Fucking nothing.
That's sad.
We are back to where we started.
Should we do it again?
No.
And bet another bottle of Ciroc?
No, you already wrote her off. I did. Although I sent you her IG.
I never looked it up.
I was gonna say, am I gonna fuck around and come here one day and see her coming out of your fucking bedroom?
I never even. I literally looked that shit. I was like, I'm not looking this girl up. Fuck that girl. That's literally went through my head. I'm not looking her up. She's standing people up for no reason. Like, that's some cornball shit.
Standing people up for no reason. So then, that's one defeat down.
God.
Here's another one. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe right on her. I don't know. These chicks that come up on be okay.
Oh, this was popping on black?
Yeah, this is what's on.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
I said black.
basically is. So there's this other one.
I fuck with this.
There's this other one.
Hold on.
From San Bernardino.
Let me swipe right on some.
Right?
Hold on, man.
She's 33 years old. Hit her up.
That's kind of alright.
Kind of alright, right? She's a chef.
Yeah.
Right? Hit her up. We both swipe right on each other.
That last picture. Oh, she's cheating on this angle. This is
lies. She is. We both swipe right on each other. She says she's goofy. Okay. Go to the conversation. Hey, we're having a cool little conversation. What's your superpower? Invisibility. Great. Tick. talking.
Wait, you started with superpower?
Yes.
So is this instead of your Netflix show, you went with superpowers?
It depends. Sometimes I'll go one.
You just
sometimes
feel it
I'll
on
go
her.
the other.
You just feel she needed.
Yeah. She said she was goofy. I just go with that.
I wonder how I would have started that. Hey, that picture of you, the fourth one, that shit ain't look like you. Stop trying to catch niggas up.
So I asked her about Hell's Kitchen. You know, since she's a chef, she says she'll never go on Hell's Kitchen, but tells me what she likes. Right? Talk about food for a minute. We talk about other shit. Talk about, hey, maybe we should get to know each other. Okay. But everything is closed because of the Rona.
That's right.
And then I'm like, hey, I got it. We'll find a food truck and get to know each other over tacos or caviar tacos or whatever truck is in the area.
Truck.
The old food truck.
Eh?
That's something that's open. That's, a public place. We could meet some place somewhere. You know what I mean? She's in San Bernardino. We can meet in L.A. That's about the midway point, right? That would be nice, is her response. Great. Schedule the shit out. Then I ask her, hey, she says she works Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm like, all right, Tuesday, good. We can meet in L.A. This Tuesday, yeah. Unless Thursday works better for you.
Was that today?
I guess that was technically today, but yet last night. Last night, I say yeah. And then earlier this morning, I was like, unless Thursday works better for you, because I hadn't heard back from her that entire time. So, once again...
Have you come to Dr. Trey?
Maybe, okay. That was going to be my fuck you segment, but sure. You want to do Dr. Phil right now? We'll do Dr. Trey. We'll have you diagnose this shit out before I give it my full fuck you.
Well, young Brenton, let's just start here.
What did I do wrong by setting a date? By setting an actual day for us to meet?
You showed commitment.
That's fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Or don't.
Right.
Which seems to be the pattern.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
So what? So I see. I didn't
saw
drink.
you doing it. So
I was going to.
No, I saw it. That's why I did it.
So okay.
Just because we talked about
so
that.
What should I do?
I think we should. I think we should always sip at the same time. First off,
okay,
because it's good for content.
Oh, sure it is.
Second,
I'm sure the audio listeners are loving it.
They always
shout
love
out to Thunder Thighs.
I feel like the audio listeners love every.
Who's probably listening out there right now making tamales?
Right. I feel like every single random quirky thing I do on the podcast, they love.
You think that, huh?
I do. Even when they hate it, they love it.
You know it's a sign of narcissism, right?
I have plenty of those signs.
Okay.
That's my sign.
Okay.
Like
shit.
I'm a Leo Cancer. I'm like right in between. I'm like right on that line.
You're a Cancer,
and right
right.
in between, right in between. That's where you find the narcissism. That's that sign.
Anyway.
No, it's about me now. Listen, fuck you and your lady.
Who are you, Cusco?
What are they doing now?
You know, it's all about me.
No, I don't know who that is.
Emperor's New Groove.
Some white people shit, like you said to me earlier.
No, the challenge is white people shit.
The challenge is awesome.
They
got mad black people
doing
on
a
the challenge
reverse
this year.
Jenga. Mad black people. They got 4.
They do. No, this is clips.
Now that's mad for fucking network TV, but
no. I'm talking about this year. Because Black Lives Matter happened, they got like, it's the most black people I've ever seen on the damn show. It was like 8 of them. I said, what the fuck? Oh my God. Out of 30, I said, Jesus.
That heat, by the way, is all in my face.
Oh yeah, I meant to turn that off.
Like it's directed
No, that was just to
me.
fuck with you, and then I was waiting for you to say something, and I forgot.
Like it's directed.
That's why I left it up here.
I guess directly at me, and I'm like, all right, I can't do this for another hour or so. Like directly in my face.
Yo, that's my bad. That was supposed to be like a minute-long gag. I was wondering why I was getting warm. I was like, damn, I was good when I put this hoodie on. I was sitting here like, damn.
Yeah, because it was whatever.
He's getting a little toasty in this bitch.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Okay, so no, in all sincerity, people are just fucking weird, man. That's what it comes down to, I think. It's not like, I don't see anything you did wrong in either one of those, except for starting off by saying, what's your sign or whatever you said. That shit is weird, but that's kind of how you have to approach these things, I think.
Right.
Which is why I'm not good at them, because I want to have a normal conversation. I want to say, hi, hello, how are you? And then they probably say something like, good. And then I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's why I don't do these.
It's supposed to give something, if not an open-ended answer, then something I can go off of after they answer whatever they're gonna fucking answer, if they decide to answer it. You know what I mean?
You should just give them my Instagram off rip. Just be like, this is Trey. He's my podcast partner.
You know what? Because here's the thing. I think I'm starting to come to the end of this being completely honest on my profile shit and might go back to lying.
Why not?
That's a great question. Because I was told, you got to be honest on you know what? I might just go back to lying. But anyway.
Jay-Z said, might just let you meet Ye. So, if you just tell him, like, you act right, might just let you meet Trey. That's what TJ said a long time ago.
So what am I doing wrong in these instances?
You're not dropping my name properly. I'm trying to tell you something. You're missing out here. I'm trying to get you laid, and you're not listening.
I'm not dropping your name properly.
I like your little outfit, though. I like the little chains and shit. You do look cooler. I'll give you that. You look cooler.
I'm going,
Visibly cooler. You actually look cooler.
Thank you.
I fuck with it. Yeah,
Thank you.
like no bullshit aside. All the jokes aside. You actually, like, I can tell you're putting some effort in.
Yes.
Which I've been doing, too, a little bit more. Not at this moment. Right now,
I'm not going outside a whole lot.
Right.
But
like, you saw my Facebook photo. I actually upgraded it. Or, like, I wore my jacket, the new jeans, clean shirt. Like, people looking like, okay, look at Trey looking like an adult. He ain't even wearing sweatpants. Shit.
So there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing?
No, everything you did in that phrasing it's Brent, yet docile. So it's not like you're being a dick or anything. You know what I mean? So great. I think you did good.
Great, because I'm about to be a dick right now. I'm going to go on my fuck you. Here's my fuck you for the week. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
We're going to start at the start and take it away.
Give me 1 second, please. Sponsored by Ciroc.
It's going to have to be sponsored by Ciroc. My fuck you of the week goes to the women who can't commit.
Talking to the staff, please.
I'm not talking into your boom mic.
Just talking to the staff.
Get that shit away from me before I break that. You holding it like a boom mic now.
I did this. I had this job for a second. Go ahead.
I could make a joke, but I'm going to leave that alone.
I would have deserved that. I set myself up for that one.
The non-committal women. Now, you hear this all the time. Men can't commit. Men can't commit. Why is every time I ask God, what are we? Where are we going to go? Blah, blah, blah. But you always get that.
It's true.
I'm going to go into that. That's not the topic here. Topic is the non-committal women. When you get a guy who sets a date, does what men are supposed to do in these situations. We take charge. But I'm not being overbearing. I'm not saying, bitch, you better meet me out front, da-da-da-da-da. I'm saying, how about Tuesday? How about Saturday at 3? Picking a time. I sleep in until noon. Okay, we can make it till 4 then. Like, my schedule's completely open.
You did 12:44. You didn't even do 12 because a thirsty motherfucker would have been like 11:59. You waited till 12:44.
Right.
So technically, you did everything I would have done.
I was up already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I played some video games, worked out or whatever, did my arm workout for the day or whatever the fuck I was doing.
Yep.
And then, looked around, was like, okay, she should be awake now.
Right. I loved what you did. No, get back to your fuck you.
She should be awake now.
I had to give you props on that because I was like, 44.
Fucking committed to a time, to a place, to a date, just to meet up. Public places. Mm-hmm. Would have been bars had bars been open. Mm-hmm. Food truck. A little restaurant open joint in your neighborhood where you are. An hour and 45 minute, 2 hour drive to come and see you. Hey, I may talk about myself being a land troll, but goddamn it, I'm cute in the face. I'm a hell of a cuddler. I've got amazing dick. I'm a world-class kisser. And
he's my friend.
And I'm trying to get to know you a little. Well, that may work against me, but I'm trying to work a little bit. I'm trying to get to know you a little bit better. And yet, there is nothing in you. By the way, these are gonna be. I'm sure if I found homegirl who's got the IG, if hers wasn't private, or if I saw her on Twitter and she's a real person. Mind you, because apparently that's got to be a big thing too. All these fucking catfish keep coming at me.
That's true.
If these two are real people, fucking date, time, this week? Humana. Bitch, what do you think we were talking about this whole time? We were talking about meeting up. And by the way, if you're uncomfortable with meeting, because of the Rona, say Zoom. Say that up front. That is a perfectly reasonable thing to say in today's day and time. Hey, I don't know about meeting right. I've had that happen. Had that happened with 2 chicks that I was talking to 4 or 5 months ago, however many months ago when this thing kind of started. They're like, hey, can we do a Zoom meeting? Zoom's fine. Skype's fine.
I had the same thing.
Okay, sure, I get that now, and then if you want to meet up later, we can meet, you know what I mean? I get it.
No, I had that exact same thing happen.
But these women who sit here make the damn dates. Hold on. Are y'all grown ass women? Are y'all adults? Do you have driver's licenses and everything? Pay taxes? Can you fucking order a drink by yourself without having to pay some bum in front of the liquor store to get it for you? Do you do your own nails? Can you pay your bills? Can you pay your telephone bills?
Pay all my bills.
Then why?
Maybe, baby, we can chill.
Then why?
Thank you.
In the blue fuck are we still doing hashtag waste his time? Bitch, this is 2020. Everybody's time's been wasted. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop playing the moronic games. Let's stop doing this horseshit. Let's stop swiping right only to say fine, good, okay. Why are you wasting your time with that shit? And then these are the same chicks that on their profile don't come with something boring. Bitch, all you're saying is one word answers. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but you don't want to have a conversation. Or maybe you do. Maybe we have a decent conversation through these messages.
And then
you just Swayze for no goddamn reason. And let me ask you something. Are you or are you not actual women trying to have a conversation with a man? Because if you're not, and I've come across this a couple of times in my adventures too, I don't know what the fuck the intent is. Like, you're not getting money from me. I'm not gonna phone sex you with your, dude voice pretending to be a chick. I'm not gonna send you wire you any money. I'm not gonna join your OnlyFans. I'm not gonna do any of that shit. So I don't understand what the point of that is at all. But let's just say these are actual women, then it's even more confounding. Because, and this has been a problem that men have had time infinitum. And by the way, there's been many a time where I've ignored this and gone my own way and has actually been a little bit more successful. However, you say you want these things. Then someone comes along with the things you want, giving it to you, and you fucking ignore it. You say you're goofy in your profile. You say you want somebody who's funny. You say you want somebody who'll make you laugh. You say you want somebody smart. You say you want somebody who'll carry on a conversation. You say you want let's not talk on here forever and a day. Let's actually meet up. You say all of these things. And then when it gets delivered to you on a golden brown platter, bitch, you go absolutely Swayze for no goddamn reason. What's the fucking point? What's the goddamn point? And then you wonder why guys have the attitudes they do about dating. You just contributed to the statistic. You just contributed to the problem. You just added more bitterness in another guy who's thirsty because he's in the goddamn Sahara Desert. Why are you so thirsty? Bitch, because nobody's giving me pussy. That's why I'm fucking thirsty. Because nobody's giving me fucking pussy.
You're not getting any pussy.
And I try, and I go the route. Good conversation. Funny conversation. Great fucking conversation. Let's go with the meetup. Not even going for the meetup like, hey, let's go fuck. We're not fucking at a fucking taco truck in LA in the middle of Rona. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to get to know each other.
Nah, I'm trying to fuck at the taco truck.
I would like to fuck at the taco truck. Shit. Girl, give me a little cilantro, whatever the fuck. That'd be great by me too. But you know what? If we have a decent conversation to begin with, and then you figure out that you want to fuck me because you think I'm funny, or you think I'm cute, or you think my looks are just quirky enough that you feel not threatened, or whatever the bullshit you've got running on in your fucking head get you to the point where you want to ride my amazing cock, then fan-fucking-tastic. However, we can't even get to that point. We can't even get to that goddamn point because the minute, the second, the scintilla of a moment where the great one tells you, hey, let's go out on a goddamn date, you lose your fucking phone. and or fucking mind. Fuck you. God damn it. I'm gonna say it one more time without breaking your mic.
See, right there.
Say it. If you want it, come get it.
That was a no mercy taunt. I'm gonna turn this back up now because I'm way more calm than you. You're a lot more hostile and aggressive.
Well, I'm horny, goddammit.
Oh, I used to be like that back in the day.
Shut up.
What? All right. I'm ratchet up. So
I don't even think you have a fuck you this week.
No, I do.
I think your life is so fucking fantastic. You don't have a fuck. What's your fuck you this week? That Faith came over and cheered and put holiday cheer in your fucking house?
Yeah, Faith. Here's the thing. You don't just come to my house and put lights up when I'm doing my goddamn job. It's ridiculous. It's a scintillum of what was the word? Ventriloquist of a thing
Virginia Public Schools.
that you did in my home
Or should I say Virginia Public School?
with these lights next to Batman in the Batcave. You got the nerve, huh?
This is the worst fuck you of all time.
all right.
Or the best good vibes only of all time. I can't figure it out.
Let me try again. Hey girl. Yeah, you.
Hey girl.
You know, you're not wrong. My life's been going pretty well recently. I can't.
Recently.
Recently. You know what my life was like at the beginning of this year? What you mean? Yeah, recently. This is an aberration. I think I'm having a dream right now.
Your homeless life was way better than my homeless life.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I had to live with you. That's the worst shit ever. Trust me, I get why these girls are dodging them. Let's just talk for a second, okay? I'll get back to
Get out of
my
my
fuck you later. See, I heard that for
Get out of my
months.
house.
Oh, I can hear my. Oh, damn, I got a nice voice. When I got close to this microphone, girl, you didn't even know.
Girl, you know.
Who should I give a shout out this close to the mic? Somebody needs to know.
Thunder thighs.
Thunder thighs.
I think she's caught up.
Is she?
Caught up ish. She's trying to make tamales and trying to lose some weight.
Good for her. Is Thunder Thighs? No, Thunder Thighs is not the same girl that I proposed to, is it? No, Thunder Thighs has been pretty up to date.
Thunder thighs and Jen are two different people.
Right. Jen is the girl that I met.
Yes.
That I know who she is now.
Yes.
Thunder Thighs is a different person.
Yes.
Do we know her name?
Yes.
Do I?
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. So Thunder Thighs it is.
I never pronounced it.
Where's she from?
L.A.
Okay.
L.A.
I just
mean,
want
she
to say
was
this
over in,
episode
like,
is
San
sponsored
Pedro
by
when I met her.
Ciroc. Shouts to Diddy and the Bad Boy family.
So while you figure out what your...
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
I know what it is. I don't have anything. What'd you have? What'd you say? Life is going good, man. Life is good. You know what I mean? Got red bottoms on.
Why is life good for you?
Shit's just been going well, man. Honestly, God, truth. I've had some good shit. I'm not gonna share it all on the podcast, but it's been some good shit going on in my life. Like,
Well, I hate you, but continue.
yeah, like financially, work wise, there's been some good shit happening. Like, I've had some upgrades happen in my life, and I'm like, sorry, you seen the shit when you walked in here. I got a little throw rug or area carpet. I got curtains now.
Yeah.
Shit looking like an adult in here. I got
I was
the
gonna
lights.
say you got a grown up place here.
Yeah, it's like an adult bachelor pad.
All you need is some weightier glasses that
Well, I thought about that. All that shit, all of this is coming. Trust me.
I'm gonna bring them over. I forgot this week.
No,
I'm gonna bring
like
them
all this plastic shit, some of the plastic shit that I gotten used to. Like somebody asked me, because I've been posting my reading and my sipping out of the cup, and they're like, "You don't have a mug?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about mugs." Like, what the fuck?
I've only gotten mugs as gifts. I've never bought a mug.
Well, that's what I'm about to get. I'm about to get a mug as a gift because I apparently have one coming. But my mom had mugs and I used to use it, but I'm not there. I'm here, so I didn't think to myself, oh, I got this place now. Let me run out and grab a mug.
Well, because what the fuck do you drink out of a mug?
Just
unless
tea.
I was gonna say unless you're a coffee or tea drinker.
I drink tea.
Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you drinking out of a mug? I drink tea out of a mug if I'm sick or have a sore throat, but that's it.
I drink tea almost every morning.
Now that has changed this year. I did fuck around and do some eggnog.
Oh, I thought you were saying you got
So I did drink the eggnog out of the mug. That is Yeah.
That's nice.
It is.
I want some eggnog. I haven't had any this year yet. I think I'll have some.
I almost brought some over, but I felt like you'd be not
opposed to it.
Not opposed.
Diametrically opposed.
Not opposed to it, but we had a conversation off mic. You're not a big Christmas guy, so I'm like, I don't want to.
I don't dislike Christmas. I just don't overdo Christmas.
Right. So like I wasn't gonna come in.
But I like eggnog.
I wasn't gonna come in with the Santa hat. I almost brought that. I was like, I don't. I was like, maybe just keep.
It's technically the Christmas
maybe
episode.
Just keep it a Christmassy.
Yeah, this is technically the Christmas episode though. So it's like
technically we're gonna have another big thing for the podcast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have. So Christmas is gonna be. I'm taking over for Christmas, and he's taking over for New Year's Eve. So, since apparently this year. Thursdays falls on Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Make sure y'all tune in New Year's Eve, not Christmas, because I'm finna kill this shit. I want my numbers crazy, yo. I need y'all out here in these streets repping for your boy. I'm gonna be just like this by myself, but it's gonna be a lot darker because Brent's ring light is brighter than my shit.
Oh, are we doing a challenge of some kind? Are we doing a? Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to
But
bring
I'm
over.
always in a challenge.
I'll bring it over on Christmas. I forgot to bring over.
So the victor go the spoils.
Something else. You want to do another fucking challenge of some kind? Whoever's numbers are, and you just turned that on just to fuck with my face. Whoever's numbers are bigger.
Oh,
get something else. Get something.
What kind of something?
I don't know. We did a drink last time. You want to do a drink this time? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, I got so much Ciroc left. I don't even know.
Yeah.
What kind of challenge?
I don't know.
I like this.
I don't know.
I'm pretty entertaining when I want to be. I'll turn this shit up. You gonna be like, why don't you show up like? You gonna be pissed at me because you gonna be like, you'll never show up like this for the podcast.
I probably will be.
That's probably will be because I'm gonna go when I'm solo. Only child vibes.
I mean, just not thinking off the top of my head is just another bottle of something. Unless there's something else you want.
We could do like Skip and Shannon and just do Diet Dew.
Huh?
A case of Diet Dew like Skip and Shannon all the time.
Oh.
I don't even drink Mountain Dew like that.
Me neither.
What else could we have? I feel like we gotta think of something that's good though.
Maybe we'll think of something.
We'll think of something
something along the way.
Maybe like a giant Snickers bar. You know how they have them Christmas bars?
Yeah.
I'll take a giant Snickers bar. I'd be pissed though because I'm gonna eat it. I don't want to.
I'm not. So like you would give it to me and it would just be sitting in the freezer like that fucking turkey.
Brent, I don't lose.
It would just be sitting in the freezer like that fucking turkey.
I need you to understand. I will start a campaign to beat you. I'll literally go on like one of my I have a show posts coming up and I'll just destroy you.
Okay, we got to come up with
because if I'm allowed to promote it,
we'll come up with what's on the line. We'll come up with winner gets whatever, but that's the bet. Whoever's numbers gets whatever.
Fair enough.
We'll figure out the winning thing later.
Fair enough, because I'm telling you right now, I can go rapper mode. Like I'm good at promoting shit. I just be busy. But I just finished all my
how about the
hooks.
winner gets a belt of their choosing?
Whoa. All right, you talking a little cash, right?
How about the winner gets a belt?
Hold on now. You talking a little cash. All right, you going a little hard.
How about the winner gets a championship belt?
Now, when you have to buy me a championship belt, how are you gonna feel about that?
I'm not gonna have to buy you a fucking championship belt.
Yep, yeah, you are. By the way, this Thursday live, y'all will be hearing this Thursday, but this Thursday live, I'll be on the Wrestling Talk podcast again. I'll be up there, just talking shit.
Well, I'm just now hearing about this. Look at you.
I'll be up there. I'll be on things. They hit me up earlier this week, like, yo, we need you. I'm so hot now. I turned that shit on for like 2 seconds. I'm on fire. I burned myself trying to
Wrestling Talk?
Wrestling Talk, yeah.
All right.
Wrestling Talk podcast. I think they call it Wrestling Talk Radio.
With who?
My boy Marquise and Capo. So 2 of my people from DNA, but they're a part of Frontline now. Traitorous ass bastards. But they started their own shit, and yeah, it's pretty dope.
They should have me on there. I know what I actually.
You actually would be great at it.
Yeah.
No, because I don't keep up right now, so I actually have to do research later.
I don't really keep up.
No, but I'm like, no, you don't understand. The last time I looked at shit was the last time I was on the show.
Okay.
I went and I watched a bunch of shit beforehand, and I put together a list, and I did that. Like this time, I had to do my top 5 all-time TLC matches because I think TLC is coming up. So I did my top 5. I know what my top one is. I just don't know what the rest of them are. My top one is the first one.
Yeah, see, I'd have a problem with that because I hate the concept of TLC matches anyway.
Really?
Because they're just ladder matches. Like, just fucking call them ladder matches.
with
like,
hardcore ladder matches? Technically, ladder matches are already hardcore, right?
Yeah, it's just a fucking ladder match. Like, there's no difference. Oh, you can only. What happens if I don't use what happens if I use something other than a table and a chair? Am I disqualified?
Yes. Don't you hit me with a kendo stick in that match.
If I get a kendo stick, am I disqualified from a ladder match? Get the fuck out of here.
Spray me
it's
with
so
an
dumb.
Extinguisher.
It's a dumb idea. Just say ladder match.
Fuck you segment. Relax.
I'm not saying fuck you.
No, that's what you're acting.
Dumb idea.
That's how you're acting.
I mean, I'd watch them. Like I'd make a list. I'd do away with the fact that it's a stupid concept. But yeah.
Just the Miz.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say this is the old one.
Fucking watching the Miz.
Because the old one.
Anyway.
Back in the day.
All right. Make sure you shout out the podcast though.
I always do.
Make sure you shout out the podcast. tinyurl.com/getHereTube is our YouTube.
I'm not saying tube.
Get Here Tube.
Nah, that shit weird.
tinyurl.com.
Like
anyway.
Remember when you wanted me to tell you to get on your knees earlier? That shit was weird too.
I didn't.
You said, Trey, please tell me to get on my knees.
I did not say that.
For the intro.
There's no evidence.
And then say you're going to hit it.
I did.
I was like, what?
That's not. No.
I was like, Brent, that's awfully rapey.
That's not black.com.
Just kidding.
That's
kidding.
Not black.com.
Brent's not rapey. He told me really upset one day that he doesn't like
that's not black.com approved at all.
We were talking about shit before we got on this podcast.
I was gonna say, is that fucking what's her name from Tough Enough? But no,
no. There's nobody else. Just the Miz.
So before we got on here,
get on her phone. I don't remember.
We did have a little conversation. You were watching Friday.
I was watching Friday
for half a second before you got distracted by Friday.
I couldn't watch it because I haven't seen it in a while. So I was trying to do my notes and shit. I kept looking up. That's my fuck you segment. That's what I was gonna say and I forgot. I fucking hate notes. I hate it with a passion. I hate having to write and document things that I've already done. I know it's important. I understand how I get paid. I get it. I understand every reason for the fucking notes. But I swear to God, I fucking hate notes. I am a creative. I want to write shit beforehand, and then I want to put shit out, and I want to call it a fucking day. That's it. I don't want to go back and make little footnotes here, footnotes there, correction here, correction there. Like, no, man. I don't want to write about this shit. I already did it. Let that be it. I fucking hate notes. I made a hilarious video about my brain last month, how it gets all weird when I'm trying to do notes and shit. And it's true. I can't focus for shit. Brent saw it today. He was sitting there. He had to shut the fuck up. He won't even respond to me. I was like, rude. I wanted to talk to somebody because I was doing my notes mainly. Because otherwise I probably would have been quiet myself. But because I was doing notes, I was like, yeah, Brent, you see that?
Were you that kid in class that sparked a conversation with everybody?
Always.
Yeah, me too.
Always. Yeah, I can't help myself. Me too. Especially because I was always thinking about everything else anyway. It was bad chicks around me. I'm like, damn, yo. Like, she bad. I'm like, yo, you see her? He's like, yo, I'm trying to study for my test. Like, okay, I got you. Yo, but those legs, though. I'm definitely that kid. Or I'm messing with somebody's hair. Or I'm like, I was always doing some dumb shit. Now, mind you, I could focus. I was really good at multitasking, so I could do that and listen. Mm-hmm. But I fucking hated it. But, yo, for real, notes, any kind of documentation that's extra, I fucking hate it. I hate you. I hate all this. My goal is to own a business where I hire somebody else to dictate anything that I say. Like, dictations all the time. Is that what it is? Annotations all the time. Dictations? I think dictations.
You take dictation.
Thing. I don't take dictation. You take dictation. You wish you could take dictation.
Someone dictates to... Listen, this is not about me. It's about you.
At this point, you take it.
It's not about me. It's about you.
At this point, Brent... Let me tell you something, guys.
Your fuck you segment. Finish your fuck you segment.
Okay. Fuck you notes. That's pretty much it. That's the end of it. It's not as passionate as Brent's because, you know, I'm still getting paid from him, so I can't get too mad. But I hate it. I fucking hate it. And that's real. But, listen, guys. Brent has been on a cold streak. And Brent is willing to do some different things these days. And let me finish. Brent is willing to do some different things these days. So, men out there.
Yo.
I'm not done. No, I'm not done. I'm not. Let me finish.
You're
You don't know where I'm going
done.
with this, but you don't know where I'm going. Though.
You are done.
I'm trying to set you up.
No.
Hold on.
You're done.
I got you.
It's not that cold yet.
Let me finish. Men out there. Brent will take your fucking girl. You got that? All right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so if you're taking,
that's been forever.
If you're single, if you're ready to mingle, if you're into singulars, if you want kids, if you're pregnant, if you just finished swallowing something and you just want to kiss Brent, he will do it. Because Brent,
I'm
trying to help you out. Brent is at the bottom right now. And he don't mind. He don't mind. He don't care if you got hairy everything.
Actually, I do.
He don't mind if you got a short haircut like his.
Actually, I do.
He liked this shit.
I don't.
Brent said this his shit right here.
I don't.
Put that shit back on right.
Which brings us back to Friday and Nia Long.
Man, she looks so fucking good. And I said, you tripping. She looks so damn good.
She's looked better after Friday.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, she did.
She looked better right there.
Do you know why?
Probably because she had long hair for you.
No. Because she had money and hit the gym and did all.
She's literally running in the scene.
She's running in the gym, but there's a different level of fit when you have money.
You're just a sexist piece of shit.
There's a different.
That's all.
Sexist piece of shit.
Yeah.
There's a different level of fit when you have money, motherfucker. Like everybody, like a lot of people in Hollywood, they look different when they get, they get them fucking checks, and they get
look like that if I stop hitting the taco truck. I just don't want to.
Fucking.
I like tacos.
Look at all the Hollywood transformations. You got your Chris Pratts, you have your Busta Rhymeses, you have your Dr. Dre's, you got your Nia Longs, you got your Regina Kings. They all look different once they hit a certain.
They all look great in Friday. The other two not.
Dr.
Dre was in Friday too. His music was.
Yeah, but guess what? A couple years later, personal trainer,
bruh.
You're
not wrong, but you're tripping.
Got the residual money.
See, you're not
eating
wrong,
different,
right.
eating quinoa, whatever the fucking kale, whatever this, that, and the other, and all those other shits.
You're right.
They look
but
look
it's
different.
unnecessary. It's like a point that's like right but wrong though, because they were fine as is. They were plenty fine as is. You're so fucking picky. That's why you be on cold streaks, because you picky as fuck.
No.
Yes.
I'm swiping right on everybody.
You swiping right on the shortcuts?
No.
You a fucking liar.
I'm swiping left on the shortcuts.
And all they want to know is, you know what they want to hear? You know what the shortcuts want to hear? I like that hair, baby. That looks good.
I can't
you can't lie now. You can't lie. You.
Not with the shortcut. Because here's the problem. Here's the problem.
Hold on. You can't lie.
The dick doesn't lie.
Okay. I get that. I
can say what I want to.
I get that. I've been there. I've been in situations where I've been about to hit something. I thought I was good, and then like I was good for a second, but then I started looking around. My brain started working. I was like, "Fuck, stop!" And I was like, "This is a lot of skin." I remember saying that to myself one time, and I was like, literally, my brain did that, and my dick went off. It was like, "You're done." I said, "No, don't be done. I want to do this." He was like, "No, you don't." I was like, "I do. No, I do, Dick." And my dick was like, "Nah, Richard's out." And I'm like, "What do you mean, Richard? Come back, Dick." It was weird. Got uncomfortable.
A lot of hair, a lot of body hair for me was one time,
I don't know if I ever had that problem.
And it was like,
that girl kind of looked like what's the one chick who just got fired? Alistair Black's wife? Not her, the other one.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, she looked like Zelina Vega, whatever her real name is. Not this one. This chick. She kind of resembles her a little bit. You don't see it?
Very little.
You don't see it?
No, not. I mean, very little. Like kind of in the eyes, but very little. Anyway, the dick don't lie. So we were talking about Friday and Nia Long, and so I'm right.
Sexy she was. No, you're not.
I am right.
You were completely off.
Because her body gets tighter as she gets older because she's working out different.
Your body can get tighter, and you still can have been bad the first.
But
time.
She's working out. But that doesn't mean that the person that she eventually that she became.
Your point is just pinnacle hotness.
That's a stupid point.
So what?
That's a stupid point.
She was fine as fucking Friday, and you just didn't find her attractive because of the short hair.
I'm not saying that her body wasn't attractive.
You wouldn't have talked to Nia Long in Friday.
No, because of the short hair.
You were so. This is why you will never get laid.
The short
Brent.
hair was a turnoff.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Yeah, it was.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
For me, the short hair was a turnoff.
Nobody asked you.
For me, the short hair was a turnoff.
That's for Nia Long.
Turn off the goddamn heater.
Fuck you and me, because I'm gonna be hot too. But fuck it. That's for Nia Long, goddammit. You don't treat our black queens this way. Now see,
reverse this shit, because you said you didn't like Nia Long more recently. You said you liked.
I didn't say that.
You said
I said I liked her before.
No, I said Nia Long.
All right,
Nia Long most recently.
Let me clean up what you about to say.
I said Nia Long most recently looking fine as fuck, and you were like, nah, Nia Long here. I'm like, nah, dog, Nia Long and fucking Best Man Holiday and all the other recent shit she's been in.
She's not hotter than she was in Friday.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
You're fucking tripping.
Everything is tight. Everything is tighter. Everything is
tighter.
She's more voluptuous.
Wait,
I think she's had a kid since this, so her titties grew up a little bit. Got a fatter ass, but got muscle on it too, and got the longer hair.
Yes. Everything's tighter now, is what you said to me. That's what you said.
That was your first point. Her more recent shit, yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. You tripping and shit. It's okay though.
Cause she has more to work with. She's got more, muscle and like I said before, she got kids, so her body changed and got a little more curvaceous.
I love a curvaceous woman, but
Yes.
you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Nia Long and Friday, as fine as she was during that stretch, is not hotter than Nia Long currently. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that. I'm not buying this shit. And Love Jones and all those movies where she was just bad as fuck in that same era.
Now Love Jones is
She
different.
had long hair. Love Jones. She had the same body.
Love Jones is a little bit different.
Get the fuck out of my
Love
house.
Jones is a little bit different.
You are the craziest bastard I know. I swear to God.
Time happens, motherfucker.
What's
Listen,
wrong with
time?
that movie? Was like a year later.
Affects,
That movie was like a year later. It's close. It's very close.
It is close.
And all she had was long. It was long enough for her hair to. It was long enough for her hair to grow.
It is close.
However long it was for her hair to get that way.
I don't know when it was, but it is close. You're right. You're right. Let me
I
look this shit up.
know. I know. I'm right.
I want to say it was 2000 though.
Love Jones?
97. 97.
I was about to say no
97.
way.
So about 2. So basically.
And what was Friday? Look at Friday.
Friday was 95. So basically, after she did Friday,
she grew her hair back.
She started on.
All she did was grow her hair back. Yeah. So that shit was pretty much instantaneous. And I don't even know if her hair was. That might not even been her hair in Love Jones.
Probably wasn't. Actually, it might have been. It's not.
It looks good.
It's
but
not
I
that
don't think
long.
so.
It's not that much longer.
That's true. Yeah, it is.
It's not that much longer, especially for 2 years.
Yeah,
it's not that much longer. So it might have been.
Bad as fuck. You tripping, dog?
Hold on. Let me see if we can get some more. Oh, she's still kind of thin in Love Jones.
No shit.
Yeah, she don't
Did you hear how you said it?
She don't have her grown. She don't have her grown.
No
grown
shit.
body yet.
This is young, slim, fit. Fucking Nia Long.
She don't have her grown ass.
Mind you,
body
I
yet.
love a thick woman, and I love Nia Long right now.
See, hold on. There's a good one comparison. Look at that. That's 97. That's 2017. That's 20 years later.
First off, let's focus on what's important here. Lorenz Tate ain't aged a day.
A day.
What the
goddamn
fuck?
He's been that same age since he first popped up in like 89.
Hold on.
Since like 89, he hasn't changed.
Bro, that is insane.
He looks exactly the same.
This motherfucker looks good. That is some good genetics.
He's got him
and Pharrell. They got the same.
Him, Pharrell, and Rachel True, the chick from The Craft, and Half and Half. They all signed some deal with the devil.
Bro, this is crazy.
They
if
all
this nigga
signed
grew that
some deal
beard
with the
back
devil.
right now, if he grew that same beard back,
he would look
matter of fact,
he's
slimmer.
He looks younger.
Right, because he got no beard.
Fucking ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous.
Now,
Lorenz
if
Tate.
you want to say Nia Long has gotten a higher like quality of makeup artist since then, I'll take that because this is more natural, the one on the left. But I love it. I love that.
Well, I mean that's like a shot on set and probably during like a photo shoot.
No, I know, but I'm just saying her hair is like, her hair is crazy laid. Her makeup is crazy laid at this point. Like she understands how her face works completely at this point.
But even in this picture, there's like this kind of like slim down versus like you see that little curve there. Like she's got the curves now. Got some curves. You know what I mean?
Look, you're not saying nothing to me by saying this about Nia Long. I agree. I'm just saying.
I mean, we both agree that Nia Long is bad.
That's what I'm saying. Because at first you were trying to make it out.
We both agree she's bad as fuck.
You were trying to make it out like I said. No.
We just slightly disagree on when her pinnacle was.
Yeah, I think her baddest. That's it. I think her baddest was Love Jones, though. Personally, I think that was like the stretch of like my favorite Nia Long that I could think of. I haven't seen Best Men though. So that one I don't know.
She was looking right in Best Man though.
I remember the previews. I remember the previews of it.
And she was looking right in Best Man Holiday too.
Yeah. I mean, she was fine on wasn't she on she was on Husbands in Hollywood. She popped up a couple years ago and I remember thinking, damn, Nia Long's still looking fine like this.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. And J. Cole had that song, he made the line where he was talking about Nia Long and shit. And I was like, I remember she talked about it.
Thought I was too young for Nia Long, and then she popped up on Twitter. I was like, says
You're
who?
Not too young, right? I'm right.
I was like, yo, if I was
like J. Cole.
Yo, can you understand,
bro?
Can you understand? Nigga, you should have. That should have been when you got on your pen, like every.
Nigga, listen. I thought about that watching So I hadn't watched an award show in
If I was J. Cole and I saw that tweet, I would immediately be in her DMs.
Well, that's what Drake did. That's all Drake has done.
You know what? Nah, but here's what I would have done. I'd have played it cool. I'd have been like, hey, come over to do a music video off this.
I need you to be in this one.
Let's do this music video, play off this real quick on the music video.
Was basically married at that point.
And then we do the music video, and then we do that co-star shit where, maybe somebody slipped into somebody's trailer one time.
Cole was basically married at this point though, and he's a different kind of nigga. He's like Chance, they like, we've done our shit, we're settling the fuck down.
Chance the accountant?
Basically. Chance the rapper, but nonetheless.
Chance the Uber driver?
Basically again, but nonetheless, yeah. He's different. He ain't looking at like fantasy girls like that. But Drake on the other hand used his stardom to do all of those things. Every 90s fantasy he done played out.
Yeah, no shit.
That motherfucker, the Fresh Prince
Or
just had dinner with
tried to.
Tatiana, right? That motherfucker went after J-Lo. He went after Tatiana Ali. He went after Rihanna for a little bit. She wasn't 90s.
Hey, Tatiana Ali's a good get though. Fuck.
She's still fine.
Yeah. He shouldn't have wasted his time with J-Lo. He had the celebrity. Here's
What?
why. Here's why. Because he had the celebrity advantage over Tatiana. And J-Lo, I feel like
She's a bigger star. Well, no, she's not a bigger star, but her famous level has been famous so long that she's like iconic.
right.
He wasn't at the time
Right.
that they were around. Now,
Right.
he's probably crossed over to it's like close
Right.
enough. Fair
Right.
footing.
But
at
say
the time though,
right. But it's like save all that for Tatiana. You know why? Because he probably could have got Tatiana and she's still bad AF. And
It's
you
like
know,
Rudy Huggs.
and probably in the long term, like if you actually want to do something, like have a like relationship or whatever, might probably be the better choice because she seems like she actually has
I don't think
personality.
Drake had any concept of trying to have a relationship with any of these women. He was just trying to.
Except for Rihanna, he had a
he
huge
had bad for
he
Rihanna.
had a concept.
But she wasn't
for
from that
shit.
era. She wasn't from that era. She was from a different era. He saw Jay-Z and Beyonce when he looked at her.
Rihanna, I love
I'm not mad at him.
Government name, I love you on this
Bruh.
on this
Robin.
I love you
Fucking
on this
Robin.
fucking award show, and
I'm not
if you
mad at
just
her.
give me a chance, and
I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Apparently, A$AP Rocky is who Rihanna is currently shagged up with. I was
Okay.
pissed about it. I said, A$AP, what? That's a cool nigga, but I don't like it. I'm pissed. That's supposed to be me. I'm still mad. When it was Chris Brown, I was like, do it for Virginia, bro. Do that shit for Virginia. We've done this before.
so you've never seen This Christmas.
No, I haven't seen
Chris
it.
Brown is in This Christmas.
Is he?
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
yeah, he is in that movie. Wait,
He is.
I remember-
He's the youngest sibling of the family in that movie.
I remember the preview.
and
for
he
this
is
now.
the worst actor in that movie.
Oh, he was bad back then.
He is terrible.
He wasn't great later.
He is terrible in that movie. And because like he
He was
doesn't
really bad at the time.
now they do good by him because they know they got him for the name. They got a young Lauren London in there too.
Oh,
They know they got him for the name, but they know his acting ability isn't that great, so he's not in a lot of scenes.
that's how they did him in
Like-
every movie he was in.
like
including
he's-
Takers.
Like he's in some scenes and like in like the last scene, but it's enough of a gap in between.
Where you don't feel like he's ruining the movie.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. So they did
like
right
that.
by him.
Just like they did in Stomp the Yard, which was fucked up because that movie was tailor made for him to kill.
They did right by him, but man, Chris Brown is not a good actor in that movie. And the songs they gave him weren't that good for him either. Like, does he all like? I don't know, because that came out in like 2007, I think ish.
This one, he just got famous.
Yeah. So
2
like,
years.
he's got this highness to his voice in 2007,
Yeah.
and they have him trying to do grown man songs.
Oh no, that's not as bad yet.
That's not as bad.
That didn't hit for till his third album. I want to say his third album is when he started having more of the
He
serious
does two
tone.
songs in particular. He does This Christmas at the end of it, the actual song This Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Singing it like that. I remember.
He
hearing
does, he
it.
does that,
Yeah.
and he does Try a Little Tenderness near the beginning, an Otis Redding song, and you need bass in your voice for
I
that.
say Otis be singing heavy.
And the way he sings it, there's no bass in his voice. It is
Yeah.
it's a bad fit. It's just a bad fit.
Yeah, that's interesting because like it makes sense. Like I get what you're saying. I remember that This Christmas one that was used on a commercial a lot. They were using his voice because it's funny. I don't know what the fuck that movie is, but I do remember the previews
It's nothing.
for a lot of this shit. I know.
It's
I keep telling
fucking
you,
nothing.
All you watch is those kind of movies. Though.
Because I was like, all
Hate
right,
it.
let's see. You know, this shit was on Amazon Prime or whatever. And I was like, all right, let's see this shit. Let me see. And then it became a quest to find a classic black Christmas movie.
Home Alone.
Right. That's the closest we got, really. That's the closest we got.
That was my shit back in the day. Oh, fucking Friday After Next.
You're like the third person who said that.
That's
I'm gonna
my
have to
shit.
check it out. I
literally watched
I've
that.
seen the
I told
first two.
you,
I haven't seen the third one. I never saw the third one.
Damn, now I kind of want you to come over.
I never
for
saw the third
Christmas. Fuck Brent. Now I can't because I do it every Christmas.
I really liked the first one. The second one I thought was
That
alright.
shit's
So I
hilarious.
wasn't.
I watch that shit every.
I didn't
fucking
care.
Year. It gives me every year.
I
dude.
didn't care one way or the other to
I sit
see
down.
Friday After Next. Like it wasn't like, oh, I got to see it or fuck this movie. It was just like,
I ain't seen
Friday,
Friday After
third one,
Next though.
third Friday movie, whatever.
It's my shit, bro.
Like,
Damn.
or there may have been something else that was. I don't know. I don't even fucking remember.
No, it's just that. That was the only one. I really want Chinese food from the East Coast. It's fucked up. Can't have it
From the East Coast.
from my hometown.
Is it better than Chinese food here?
It's so much better. Y'all have shitty Chinese food.
We do have shitty Chinese food.
With the exception of Seattle, Washington. Amazing Chinese food. Maybe the best I've had up there. But out here, all I can eat is Mexican cuisine. So
I mean, you're not wrong. There's definitely been plenty of times where I'm like, I need some good Chinese food. And I'm like, oh, there's not really any good Chinese food around here.
That's all I can go to. That's the closest thing to good Chinese food that y'all have out here is Panda Express.
There's that little joint on Broadway.
A little joint on Broadway.
The one over by the little sex shop on Broadway and just past Cherry. I forget what it is.
Broadway and Cherry.
Broadway and like it's right next to the diner. It's right next to that little diner that's over there. Right next to the park.
I know that park. I used to live there.
Right next to the park. There's Chin's.
I've seen it. I never had it.
Chin's. Anyway, yeah. So we were talking about Friday, and we were disagreeing on Nia Long, but we forgot about Regina King.
I forgot she was in the movie until the beginning. And I saw her name, and I was like, "Damn, she Craig's sister." I forgot because she wasn't in the second or third one. I don't think because she had gotten famous already. It was like she was big.
She was on her way to getting famous because I think it was like either
she was
that.
Famous-er.
It was either because she was already on 227 years before that. But I think she was either on her like she's like maybe a year or two away from a thin line between love and hate because she had the arms in a thin line between love and hate, and I don't think she had them there.
But she looks so similar. Like she doesn't look like she aged at all.
Oh, you know what happened?
What?
She did. How did Stella? I want to look this up. But she did How to Stella Get Her Groove Back with Angela Bassett, and I think Angela Bassett started having her work out on her arms. I think that's what happened. Really? Hold on. Yes.
That's interesting.
I think that's what happened. Let me check my timeline though on this. Okay, maybe not. That was 98. And then Thin Line was
really close time-wise.
Thin Line was before that.
97 maybe.
Thin Line was before that.
It's a thin line.
Yeah, Thin Line was before that, so never mind. Thin Line was 96.
No, 96.
So right after Friday, she started working her arms.
It's a little game that came with the Ciroc bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Regina King is fine as shit. We've been over that, but yeah, I kind of forgot low key. I forgot that she was in that movie.
Do you want to get into the Ice Cube conversation?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we also got into a conversation about Ice Cube as a filmmaker, contrasting him with Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. Now we started getting into that conversation. We didn't really get into that conversation. Yeah, so what exactly was your point?
So here's the thing. I got a lot of love for Tyler Perry from the sense of what he's done in the black community as far as like the studio that he built and the amount of jobs that he's given out. And like I said to you off cam, I was looking at the BET Awards. I want to say from 2017, maybe 19 yesterday.
Okay. I
think it was 17. No, it might have been 19. But anyway, they gave him the Lifetime Achievement Award or one of those awards. And it was talking about how he came from nothing to like come to where he is. And he built a studio on a Confederate grounds to, he's like, this used to be where they were fighting to keep niggas enslaved. And now just one nigga owns this whole territory. You know what I mean? And I thought that shit was dope. And then naming it after all these famous actors and writers and poets and people from the past, I thought it was so dope, like what he did. And I was just saying there's a lot of love, but then like the main point of it is, we've said it in the past, Tyler Perry shit is not for me though, right? And I know your point was it's not for anybody. What's your point? But for me, in general, his particular brand of making movies and films and shit is not my style. Mm-hmm. Then I brought up Ice Cube because Friday was on the screen, and I said, Ice Cube is like the exact opposite for me, from the sense of everything that he made, which is very similar to Tyler Perry. He just didn't have the vision of like opening his own studio. But from the perspective of like movie style and how he wrote things from a certain hood perspective, was 100% up my alley. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, this is my kind of shit. Like, it's not many Cube movies I'll watch and be like, I'm not entertained by this. You know what I mean? Whether he was directing or whether he was acting in it, if he was in the movie typically or had anything to do with it, the movies are pretty much movies that I fuck with. Even stupid shit like, I've never even seen Lottery Ticket with Bow Wow, but I feel like I would even like that movie.
He did that movie?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he directed it, but he's in
that's why I'm looking up his IMDb.
I knew you were.
Because I can't. I'm like, what other? I know he's done a lot of shit, but I don't know exactly what he's done.
He has a lot. Even stuff like Ride Along and shit like that with Kevin Hart. Those kind of movies are funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always going to be entertaining enough. It may not be legendary, great movie ever seen, but you think about the Barbershop series, you think about the Friday series. Like, what else you got? Like, all those different joints. I fuck with Cube and the way he writes. Boys in the Hood he's in. You know, I know that was John Singleton. Singletary. Did I do it again? Singleton. I said it right that time, and I still forget. I did this last time we talked about him.
Yes, you did.
They honored him on that BET Awards I was watching too, ironically. What else he got?
So let's go down.
This is all the stuff he acted in.
The producing.
Players Club. Dope. Super dope. All About the Benjamins. I love. Barbershops.
Are We There Yet? Beauty Shop. Sierra Leone. Black White. Are We Done Yet?
I didn't know there was a Friday animated series, by the way.
There was. It came out around the same times as the Clerk animated series, but it...
First Sunday I never saw, and Lottery Ticket I never saw, but I'm pretty sure I would have liked both of those. Like, they were in that pocket of time.
Long Shots with young Keke Palmer.
Ride Along.
The TV series Are We There Yet?
Straight Outta Compton.
Rebels, I don't even remember that. Straight Outta Compton, right?
Ride Along too.
Fist Fight, I forgot about that. And then
Last
got
Friday
some
hasn't happened yet.
production.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Don't know if it's gonna happen.
If it'll ever happen.
Right. Ride Along 3 same way. But yeah, like his discography, I feel like if he wanted to continue to be on that, like, you know, track of fast writing and like just putting shit out massively, I think he would have been able to do that the same as Tyler Perry, but I don't think he had that same vision. You know, he did a lot of shit though. He did a lot of shit, made a lot of money between music and producing and acting and all this shit, making soundtracks. Like, he just had the vision of like, yo, I can do this and get money in multiple different realms at the same time. And why does this happen to every podcast?
I don't know.
What's always happened? Hey, Faith, you're on the podcast right now. Do you want to say anything to the listeners? They can hear you.
Hi, Faith.
Hey.
How are you doing? I saw what you did to his apartment.
Oh, good. Do you love it? I know you love it. It's a stupid question. I know you love it.
Do y'all both just have the same narcissism drug today? Like,
yes, it's not today. It's every day.
It's
like,
not narcissism. It's confidence.
I know you love it. I'm dope. We're both dope.
Hey man, listen, just accept it, Faith. It's what it is. We're dope. Shit, fuck it.
Oh no, I know.
See, there we go. What's happening? Did you have anything in particular, or should you text me?
I texted you.
Okay, I'll check.
Alrighty.
No, just say it on the podcast. Say it loud and proud on the podcast. be good audio.
Right.
I just don't see the vision, right, with Cube that I see for Tyler Perry. I don't think some people are more. There is no Tyler Perry with Ice Cube. Let's be very clear, right? Like, with that kind of concept of doing independent films and making shit like that, to me, those homegrown type of films in our neighborhoods and shit. But he did take it to a whole different level, like what he went to and how he put his shit together. That studio just does it for me. It sends me over the moon.
Well, I think the contrast between Tyler Perry and Ice Cube from that perspective, without talking about how my feelings on Tyler Perry,
right,
which are completely different than yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Tyler. Actually, fuck it. Let's talk about it. I think Tyler Perry is a step and fetch it motherfucker who does more.
Wait, what was that word?
Who step and fetch it ass motherfucker who does more damage to the black community than he does any good for the black community. He sets us back 50 years with every one of his bullshit movies. You know, I think the next one is Medea Don't Know Nothing About Bourbon, No Babies, or whatever the fuck bullshit he fucking writes. However,
fucking Brent take. This
however,
is one of those Facebook posts I just skipped.
However, the thing about Tyler Perry is, as much as I hate his actual work and as much as I think that he hurts the black community, the amount of work he does and the hustle to get from living in his car and being homeless and being out on the streets or whatever the fuck to being successful at all. Fuck being a billionaire,
right.
getting six figures, right. Even. You know, that's a hustle. That takes
needs a whole different term.
That takes work. That takes a lot of work, and I can't deny that.
06,
I can't
07,
deny that.
08, maybe 10 even.
No. He was
08 maybe.
No. His first movie was like 04, 05 ish.
No.
Yeah.
Was it a Medea movie?
Yeah. Diary of a Mad Black Woman was like early 2000s.
You think so?
Early to mid 2000s. Yeah.
I feel like it was
that was the first movie.
I remember going to the movie with my family, so you're probably right because I don't go to movies with my family.
Right. That was I went with my mother. 2005.
2005. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was the first movie. He had been on the Chitlin circuit doing the plays for a couple years before then. So why do you? It was the Chitlin circuit. Let me ask you a question. It was the Chitlin circuit.
No, but why do you think he, in your mind, why do you think he's setting the black community back more than he's actually assisting?
Because it's nothing but 2 hours of stereotypes of black people.
Okay, so let me ask you another question.
It's not bad stereotypes of black people.
So stereotypes of black people that empower you to do way bigger things don't balance to you? That doesn't make sense?
None of his shit it doesn't empower you to do bigger things. His movies break down to this is another shout out to the Boondocks. They did a huge breakdown of Tyler Perry to the point that he got mad at them and had because they were both owned by the same network. Mm-hmm. He had them make sure that Boondocks never show that episode ever again. I hate them talking shit about me.
Fair enough.
And that's exactly what the fuck happened. You can only see it on the DVDs. All his stories end with Jesus. You don't have to actually do anything. You just need to go to church and pray, and all your problems will be fixed. As long as you go to church and pray and leave your evil, dark, black husband who's abusing you and beating the shit out of you and damn near killing you every day for that light-skinned motherfucker who mows your grandmother's lawn.
You know that was his life, right?
Who just got out of jail. Oh, he left his dark-skinned husband for a light-skinned lawnmower?
All the time.
Okay,
like that.
Well.
That was a real thing.
Well, great. That's a shame. And
great. It was his response.
And as a writer, maybe he should have more than just one fucking story to tell.
If you have a story to tell, okay, so
how many times can you tell it?
Talking about from
how many times can you tell it?
How many people live off of the same fucking story for the longest time? You don't see. This is my problem.
But we're talking about the difference. We're talking about the difference between Ice Cube and Tyler Perry.
Right, but this is my problem. When you're talking about a black person doing something similar repeatedly over and over again for a little bit to make an empire, like white people do, there's an issue. But I don't think you would have that same issue when you're talking about these fucking... How many TV shows have had the exact same premise in white America and they've been doing the same shit forever to make money?
I have a problem with repetition too. I have a problem with white people repeating the same shit all the time.
Who?
It's fucking...
Give me some. Because I don't hear him. I hear the heat from Tyler Perry, but I mean, I get what you're saying. But my point when I was saying him better in the black community, when you go and create, I'm not talking about on screen. It's not my shit. It's not my shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sit here and fight you about that because I don't like it. Okay. It's not my thing. Right. I cannot argue that point. I think the shit is corny. I don't like dudes dressing up like women if they're not if that's your thing.
Welcome to Long Beach.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. If that's your thing, that's your thing, right? But when you're talking about okay, we're doing this for comedy, haha, we're gonna put you in a dress, because they do that to every black man that gets famous. That's any kind of comedian type person. They want to throw you in a dress. Dave Chappelle's like, fuck that, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Kiss my ass, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Every other famous black dude that's come, they want to emasculate you at some point and put you in a dress. Tyler Perry jumped in a dress off rip, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna beat y'all to the punch, kinda. Now, mind you,
famous song in the Boondocks episode, it's all right to cross dress for Christ.
Okay, look, relax. So my point being though, to do that up front, to make your money so you can hire, like I said off camera, Taraji P. Henson was saying for her, she got nothing but love for Tyler because he was the first person to pay her worth.
Crack hired a lot of black people, employed a lot of black people in the community too. Jesus you know Christ. That? It did. It hired a lot of black people in the community. When we're talking about Ice Cube versus Tyler Perry, one of the big differences, aside from my feelings about Tyler Perry, is I don't think Ice Cube just does shit just to do shit. Whereas Tyler Perry, and this is part of the problem with his quality of work, even fans of his work say this, because he says shit or he posts on Instagram, I wrote all these scripts this week, et cetera, is he's just churning shit out. Whereas we went over Cube's IMDb, he's got a lot less credits. Because I don't think Cube just jumps on everything. I think Cube writes and produces what he wants to just write and produce, like the barbershops and the are we there yet or whatever.
Right, hold on, you about to hit with a CM Punk bar.
Okay.
Are you not more Tyler Perry than Ice Cube with the amount of production you put out?
No, I don't nearly put out the amount of production that I should be putting out.
Think about what you have on your YouTube page.
I don't put out the amount.
And how much you put, to a point where I had to block you at some point. We joked about it on the podcast. I had to fucking block you because they were asking me every time, so Brent wants to post it. I don't fucking care. Just get this shit away from me. You post like a locomotive, and you're one person without a team right now.
I don't post. I don't think I post that much.
You don't. And neither does Tyler Perry. And that's my point. Me, on the other hand, I don't post a lot. I post like little dope shit.
What do you mean? Neither does Tyler Perry. At any given time, he's got like, I think TBS had like 2 or 3 shows on at the same time.
Fucking budget
plus movies, Brent, or whatever the fuck.
See, I can't take this from you. This is what I can't see, because you're thinking from where you are right now completely. You're thinking from exactly where you are right now.
I'm not quite understanding what you're saying.
What I'm saying is the amount of production that you put out as a person, one person, without a team, without a budget behind you, and the amount of creativity that you put out from that. You're a rapid fire person for one person to be producing all these things. If you had a fucking team and a fucking machine behind you at this point, you would be producing so much shit, it would be ridiculous.
Actually, I wouldn't.
How, Brent? You do it right now.
Actually, I wouldn't.
You do it right now.
Here's why. And
please explain.
I've said this before, and I've said this before. If I had more money behind me, and actually there was a long gap where I didn't really put anything out.
That's life, though.
No, that's not even necessarily life.
That wasn't life.
I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm talking about since I got my computer back and I was starting to do YouTube again, right?
Corona happened.
Right, during the Corona and all that other shit.
That doesn't count.
Because no, because that actually it
counts.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop interjecting.
It actually counts against me more.
Don't respond to me. Don't respond.
It actually counts against me more because I had more time to do it.
You just pissed me off. Don't listen to me.
But if I had a budget behind me, I would do more like long form review stuff that would take more effort for me to put into like one encapsulated thing that I want to talk about, or 2 or 3 encapsulated things I want to talk about. You know what I mean? The period of time that you were talking about, the stuff that I was promoting, those were just live streams. That was just me playing video games 2 or 3 times a week.
It's content.
You're right. It's content.
It's content. Doesn't matter what it is.
But also, it was stuff that I wanted to do. And since then, I haven't really done it. I haven't played Madden because I got sick of fucking playing Madden like that. I can still play 2K, but I haven't played 2K.
I'm gonna punch you.
Do you hear
yourself?
Here's the thing. Tyler Perry, I think, just churns out shit.
That's once the machine is in you. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens.
Ice Cube.
Hold on.
Ice Cube.
No, let's stop right there before you get to Cube. Stop there. Because this is the thing. You're talking about a person who made a few films that they liked. They wanted to tell a story. I listened to his whole speech yesterday. His whole thing was...
Tyler Perry, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's talking about a person who watched his mom go and talk to her girls. The only time they would talk about this depressing shit, they get all sad. He's 5 years old. He's sitting on the fucking floor. He's listening to all these black women talk about these stories of these men treating them a certain way, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. He said he didn't realize he was taking a master class and learning all this shit. The only thing that would make them laugh was when somebody would come and crack a snippy joke after somebody else got real sad, right? So his mom, he would go back home. His dad beat on his mom. He would come in and make a joke, and his mom would just laugh, right? She would crack up. She would go. So this is where all this shit came from. So my point being, when he started, he was just making things that he felt like needed to be said and stories that needed to be told about black women a certain way, right? Then he realizes, oh, there's money in this. I've been homeless. I've been out here making no money. I've been out here with all these problems. Maybe I should do a couple more of these. Then when that's successful and Hollywood starts knocking for Mr. Brent, it's like, hey, Brent, I know you want to work on this, but I've got this fat check here for you. You're telling me the way your brain works, as the capitalist you are, you wouldn't be sitting here like, well, I didn't plan on making another one of these right now, but since the Surreal 200 is working so well, I think I'll make a Surreal 150. Like, you telling me that's not how your brain works? Because everything about you screams that to me. Like, if somebody was to come to you with money and they say, we're going to give you a full studio, we're going to give you a full team, we're going to put you in this place, we need you to create the second version of this. You wouldn't be like, yeah, all right, give me that. I'll take it. I'll make more.
That happens in Hollywood all the time. But
I'm talking about you, though. You personally. Because the way your motor works, man, I know how you put shit out. Like, you were like that. So if your brain was free and there was no money, if you didn't have money issues, Brent, you would create non-stop shit.
There's a good chance I would take that check. But what a lot of people in Hollywood do, and what I would probably do, is with the money from that check, that would then fuel my passion project. That's what a lot of people do.
Time out.
Tyler just does the same shit.
Tyler Perry Studios. That was his passion. That's what he wanted.
Just doing the same shit, though.
Brent, it didn't matter.
He's doing the exact same shit.
You're agreeing with me. You're agreeing with me wrong.
You're saying that
he did what he had to do.
You're saying
to get
Hollywood
to that
lined up and said, "Here, just keep doing. Here's the money to do Medea."
Right.
And he took the money and did Medea.
He did.
Then he took the money and did another Medea, and then another Medea, and then another Medea, and then a cousin of Medea, and another Medea, and another Medea, and another Medea, and more Medeas, and more Medeas, and more cousins of Medeas, and 2 or 3 TBS shows of Medeas, and they're all boilerplate, bullshit, cheaply made, fastly made crap that is harmful to black people in general.
It's not harmful to black people at all. But and like, if you want to watch that kind of dumb shit, what was all them shows in the 90s? A lot of them shits was fucking stupid. A lot of those shows were fucking dumb. A lot of them watched them all the time.
A lot of them were. You're right.
I don't feel dumber for watching them. I just felt like it was a waste of my life.
You know
what?
I
might not watch them again.
You know what? We should. Some of them.
Do you feel dumber from it?
Some of them.
Get the fuck out of here, Brent. You don't feel dumber.
You've never gone back and watched an old show and been like, "Wow, that was dumb."
No. I didn't like them then. I don't like these Tyler Perry shows. Again, I'm not fighting with you about that.
Right.
I'm telling you.
We agree.
We completely agree on this. I do not like Tyler Perry films, movies, shows. I think The Play was probably the best thing he did, which was the same thing but different somehow. I don't know. I feel like I saw this shit live somehow, and I don't know why.
That's another thing.
Which is weird.
That's another problem, was that he took the plays and put them on the screen, but with seemingly no
it wasn't the same.
But with seemingly no adaptation. And it's
it's just the play.
Right, and it's like there is a difference.
I agree with that.
The things that you have to do, or the things that you have to be able to get away with on a play because it's a play, you can change some shit on a fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
So there is
I agree with that too. But my point being, you said, yeah, but you just kept doing it. I would take the money and I would do a passion project. But what if your vision is bigger than what the normal person is thinking about? That's what I mean. Ice Cube did projects that he wanted. It's the same concept of how it started. He wanted to tell a certain story of the hood the way it was to start. Then he started making a little more. You probably didn't need 3 Fridays. You probably didn't need them. I loved them. I appreciate that he did them, but you probably didn't need them. Right?
Most movies you don't need a third one.
Exactly. Most movies you don't need a second one in a lot of cases.
Yes.
But Tyler Perry, on the other hand, his movies hit with a certain demographic a certain way, and it just struck. And it was like, damn, I can get my money here, my bigger vision.
For a while.
For long enough, because if you're saying you're a billionaire since 05, billionaire since 05 is good for the black community. That's fucking fantastic.
I don't think he was a billionaire in 05. 05 is when his first movie came out.
I'm saying
since
from 05. Yeah, it's 15 years. The billionaire in 15 years is fucking incredible.
I think he got a billionaire like 5 years ago, something like
10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years. Yeah.
Even better. So my point being, if that's his passion project, I want to open Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. I'm going to take it to a disenfranchised, poor neighborhood that was a Confederate capital spot. Not a capital spot, but a Confederate, I can't remember what the fuck it's called right now, base. It was a Confederate base. And I'm going to rip this up, repurpose it, put it in a poor community, show these little black kids all around that you can do this. A black man owns this shit. That was his whole point of that speech. When you look at it, it's like, damn, that motherfucker had something that he had in his mind that he wanted to do, and he did it. Yes, there were a bunch of bullshit shows that I fucking hated attached to it. Meet the Browns was okay. That was the only one that I kind of liked. But my mom loved this shit. She loved these random shows, and she used to watch them all the time. I don't know. I don't think she watches them anymore. She probably was finally burned out on it because that shit it's nonsensical babble. It's the way I felt about the Wayans. I was never a Wayans person either when it came to like
and also because there was, and this is part of the thing. This is part of how he became a billionaire. The deals with TBS for the shows were like 100 episodes,
right,
in a season.
But
so
that's
they
the
were
point, Brent.
so they couldn't have been well made because it's such a factory.
That's the point.
Because it's such a factory of cheapness behind it.
To your fucking goal, if that's your goal, you're saying like, yeah, but I would go to my passion project. Yeah, but if your passion project is bigger than what you're thinking about, his was bigger, obviously. Like me, I've always wanted to own a sports team. I think it would be fantastic to own a sports team. So you may think, oh, Trey's putting out another fucking 2018, 19, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. They're asking for all these records. And I'm like, how much you paying me? 100 mil? Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'll put out another one. I'll put out another one. I'll put out another one. But my goal is to be a fucking owner of a team. It makes sense that I would keep taking them until I got to that point. And now he's slowed down. He's partnered with BET. He's like part owner of BET or some shit. Him and Oprah, I think.
Which I'm sure Aaron Magruder, the creator of Boondocks, must have been laughing his ass off.
It happens.
Because he also hated BET too.
It happens. But the whole thing is, like, when you go that route and you have that big of a vision, I can't knock you for it. You know, I'm not mad at Q for taking his time because that's what I do. I'm a very, like, when I put shit out, right? I get so many DMs or like messages in general, like on my comments and shit, like, yo, you got to do more of these. Yo, this is hilarious. Yo, do this. And I'm like, word. And it would be easy for me to get up the next day and make another one. Mm-hmm. But I understand how markets work. For me, I understand how my markets work, at least. Mm-hmm. When I put something out and I put something that's just as funny or even maybe more hilarious than the last one out immediately, people don't pay attention to it. They don't pay attention to it. It's just how I work.
It does. So really, we're not necessarily disagreeing.
We're not. We haven't been disagreeing the whole time.
Because you're not even necessarily saying that that's Tyler Perry's vision. You're saying that Tyler Perry's vision is to own the studio.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily the quality of his work.
Right.
Whereas Q's was just more about his stuff. And I actually I'm more Q because
I'm definitely more Q.
Because I've gotten people who've come onto my shit, and actually on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/thereal469, I looked up my stats the other day, and I'm still getting hits on some of my older videos.
Right.
And I've gotten requests over time, especially over the last year or so, that's been like, hey, you gonna react to this? You gonna react to this? Because initially I did it was a reaction / real-time review channel. Mm. Right? And for me, I hated the term reaction video because at the time, I think a lot of them may still be like this, but at the time, reaction videos there's a tiny little picture on the bottom, and you watch, and the biggest guy on YouTube was Jinxie, one of the biggest ones.
Name, yeah.
And he would just sit there, and he would just, anyway, like, share, subscribe. And that's not what I did. Like, I talked, like, it was like, and I have people comment, like, why are you talking over? I'm like, because you don't come to me to watch the original music video.
Right.
You go watch the music video, and then you come to me for my review, my reaction to it, right?
Right.
And I've gotten people that are like, hey, why don't you react to this, that, the other? It's like, well, because I'm not doing that now. Like, I want to do more long-term shit. I don't want to have a reaction channel for a myriad of reasons.
But isn't that time, though? That's time to change that. Your computer broke. Situations got hard. Whatever the fuck happened, right? But at the time, you were clip.
For a while, I was, but I didn't want to stay in that realm at the time either because the hustle for it
doesn't pay off.
Got to
too much.
It was.
You had good numbers, though.
Like, yeah, it was gonna pay off.
Getting good numbers.
It was gonna pay off, but the thing was, I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to actually have longer form reviews because the stuff I like to watch are longer form reviews, and I wanted to do those. Now, and also
pair that with the team, though.
And also and that maybe that's part of it because the hustle of having to look.
Nobody knows that unless
the hustle of having to look up content to do a review or a reaction to and all that other shit.
You don't know unless you've done it. If you're the one running
at a certain
everything,
point, you just kind of run out of shit.
It's fucking exhausting.
And also, you got to stay topical to what's
how
hitting
long does it
at
take
that
to mix
point.
some shit down too? You got to sit there, you got to mix shit, you got to edit shit, you got to add stuff, especially with me and you, because it was promotion shit at the beginning.
The editing process for reaction video was super easy. That's why I was able to do 2
But nonetheless, there was extra work is the point. It's not like a podcast where you can literally take it. If you're not putting anything extra on it, you're just taking it and you're putting it in the file and you're putting it up.
Right.
This is simple. This is probably the most simple editing that I've had to do on anything.
I'm
a fucking rapper. You know how much shit I have to do on music?
The only reason this podcast takes so long for me to put together is because I actually clip it up as I listen to it back.
Right. But in general, the whole thing is like with a team. At that time, I just think back to my 20s, right?
If I had a team, I would be doing more shit.
That's what I'm saying. And in my 20s, I would be having them set up I would tell them meticulously, I need this, and this. You go find these things. You let me know when you're done. I'll shoot the video. We'll go to the next step. That would be my process. It would be, I'm not doing none of the legwork. I want you to get this clip ready for me. I need you to have this angle, this camera, this. I would give them every setup for it. They would do the research. They would bring it to me. And on this day, okay, it's Monday. All right, so you got this one. Okay, we're doing this review. Boom, let's do this right now.
But also
now you edit it.
But also the creative part of me and the stickler part of me wouldn't allow me to go into a situation that's like, let me just do 100 of these cheaply and fastly and just off the clip thing or whatever. Like, it would...
You say that until the check is attached. We've been broke, bro. Like, you say that until the check is attached. Like, you talking about the guy at the beginning of the shit who was homeless. Of course, he had the same shit we had. We went through that. You can't tell me.
After
100 million?
But after you get to a certain point,
unless your
you
vision
can
was
start
bigger.
to write your own ticket.
Unless your vision was bigger. That's my point. If
Unless
that was
you just
never
wanted to
your goal,
own a plantation.
It's not a plantation. It was a plantation.
Oh, sure.
It's not anymore.
Right.
And that's the whole point, though.
Right.
That's the whole point. If you have a bigger vision, yes, to you it may look like, man, he's just being greedy. He ain't need to go after all that. White people do it all the time. It's like, I was watching Floyd Mayweather earlier. He was talking about it. People say when Floyd comes back to do an exhibition fight and he gets 10 million here or he gets 750 there. No, wait.
Don't get me wrong. Go get your cheese.
Right.
Go get your cheddar.
That's what
I don't care what color you are. Go get your cheddar.
No. But that's the thing. White people always do that. Like, Walmart will continue to make money. The people, whatever those guys' names are, I can't even remember right now.
The Waltons.
The Waltons will continue to make their residuals from Walmart. Bill Gates will continue to make his residuals from computers and shit. Mm-hmm. These rich motherfuckers always find a way back to that money. Jeff Bezos will find the money from Amazon. It will always happen.
Right.
But if a fighter goes and does an exhibition, they're looking at him, oh, he broke. He out of money. He doing too much. He ain't got to do that. That's black people a lot of the time. Our mentality be like, oh, no, you know why they doing that. No, go for the same wealth. If you want generational wealth for your family and you want to create a thing that's completely different from everybody else, go for it. I fuck with that shit. I love that reaction. But again, I hate his products.
I hate them. You talk about generational wealth. The thing about generational wealth is when you get to that plateau that you have generational wealth, you literally don't have to do anything else. The Walton family doesn't have to do anything. It just automatically goes for them.
Money.
They don't have to create more stores.
They still do.
Whereas,
that's my point.
I mean,
they still do.
The business generates the stores. You know what I mean?
But that's the point. With Tyler Perry, you're saying, yeah, but he had enough. He could have gone and do this. If you have a formula and people are paying for it and you are building something that you want to be extremely successful, why do you stop then? That was what you said. You said, like, if you got this formula, then you can go do your passion project now. Yes, that's one thing to say. But if they're doing the same thing and they're getting residuals and money
so Tyler Perry isn't seeing it as a creative process then.
Right. It's more than that.
Because as
infrastructure.
Because as a creative, you and I both know, both know as a creative,
right,
sometimes you get dried out.
Absolutely.
Or sometimes you get writer's block, or sometimes you have this idea for something, and it's a great idea for something, and you sit down and you get it out, and then there's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it for 3 years or 2 months or whatever.
Exactly. When we're fucking broke, that does happen. You're right. Because I had to go to work Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday.
When I got to the weekend. But when you push creative just for the money, a lot does that not
Here's the
also thing, bastardize the creative?
But this is the thing. It's not just for the money. It's what he liked. He wanted to tell these stories, right? He wanted to talk about his past. He wanted to talk about the shit he saw. So it didn't start as just a money play. It was literally, this is what I know I can create. I've studied the research. I've already got these stories. I can tell this shit. I have so many fucking stories I could tell about this. Mm-hmm. Then you get people that come in that have their stories. Okay, we have a similar. Okay, we got the same kind of mindset. Okay, so what happened with your mom when she did that? Oh shit, that could be a whole different story right there. That's great. Now we're making another show. Oh, you'll buy this? Okay, sure. We'll sell it to you, TBS. Why don't you take this one too? Da 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 da. That's how it works. You're attaching other people and you're giving jobs the whole time, but you're attaching other people. If you can build a fucking conglomerate from the ground up, you're gonna do it. It's just what makes sense. I don't feel like a rational person would look at that and say, I'm not doing that. I understand how some people, Lauryn Hill, for instance, some people are gonna be that creative and hold that strongly to what they believe in that situation and say, I'm done. I'll walk away. Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Was that what happened with Lauren? I thought
she got pregnant and then she just didn't.
I thought her shit all had to do with her personal issues with her husband /
well, yeah, it was a lot of shit going on there,
right?
But she could have came back. Mary J. Blige had a lot of bullshit going on. She found her way back. She had a lot going on.
Did she ever really leave? I thought Mary J. Blige was always kind of on the scene.
That's my point, though. She made a point to always stay on the scene, even though all this terrible shit was happening in her life. She just sung about it.
Yeah.
Lauren could have done that. She could have done the same shit. People loved her voice and they fucked her. She would be the biggest icon ever right now.
Yeah.
But she said nope. And some people are like that. Some people really are like.
And Lauren actually was kind of the biggest icon for a long time until she tried to make her comeback and didn't make dates and kept being late and all that other shit.
But that's my
She
point.
would have gone down as arguably the greatest of all time off of just one album,
which is ridiculous, but also
which is just fucking ridiculous.
It's a fucking amazing album.
It was a perfect album.
I agree. But that's my whole thing, man. Like, I think it all depends on how big you see your vision. How big do you really, what do you see in your head? How big do you see it? And a matter of staying focused on, okay, now that I have this one attained, now that I have my studio, I have Tyler Perry Studios, I think I'd like to own a network. Whoa, that's crazy. You're starting with a black network. So you're going to take BET and you're going to try to turn that to something different. You're going to take it to a different level. Mind you, I hate all the content they've added to BET. I hate Medea. I hate her. I hate all of this shit. I hate it.
I haven't watched BET and
I just watched it because I wanted to watch. You know what it was? I wanted to watch Get Rich or Die Trying, right? And they had it up there, and I saw
15 years.
Look, they had Get Rich or Die Trying up there, right? So I was like, okay, the rental was $3.99. To buy the movie was $7.99, and then there was a free trial of BET for 7 days or some shit, and then it was $9.99 after the month. So I was like, let's see. And then they had all them BET awards up there. So I was like, oh, this is lit. I was writing notes and shit. I'm like, perfect. Fuck notes, by the way. But I'm like, this is perfect. I can do this shit. So I don't know. Like, I understand the broad spectrum vision of Tyler Perry. I understand what he's doing, so I can't hate on him from that perspective. I know what you did. And to some people, even though it's not our cup of tea, some people really look at that shit and be like, it be just like that. Yo, my grandma was just like that. This person was just like that. That's really how life be. There's a reason people connected to that shit. I don't fucking get it. But somebody out there got it. We ain't the only two black people in the world, and we just happen to hate this fucking movie. But a lot of fucking black people love that shit. I personally think it's shit. But a lot of black people love that shit. And I fuck with what he did for the actual reality of it. The realm of what he's actually doing. The scope in real life. I don't fucking care about Medea. But the scope in real life is
actual doing, you mean giving black people jobs.
Mad jobs. And like I said, that Regina King thing and that fucking, not Regina King. Yeah, Regina King. It was Regina King. I think Regina King was one of them too.
Was Regina King ever in a Tyler Perry movie?
I'm pretty sure she was. I'm pretty sure they said Viola Davis, Regina King, and I know Taraji P. Henson was on the stage.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised because he has.
I'm pretty sure.
Because my mom took me to go see Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Mm-hmm. His first movie. I knew nothing about him.
I didn't like that shit either.
I went to go watch. I went with her to see it. Laughed in the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, it was kind of funny. And then the movie kept going, and I felt more and more insulted as I sat there watching. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit. This is the first time I've ever felt insulted as a black person by something on screen, and it was by a black person.
I was about to say, you were insulted. I didn't feel insulted.
I felt
I just felt like it was beneath me.
I felt insulted as a black. I'm like, this is the dumbest nigga-ish shit I've ever seen in my. It's stupid. Like it's not.
Stupid.
Like it's not like just kind of like some kind of mild stereotypes, whatever. I'm like, this is the most. I'm like, the KKK would love this shit. This shit is fucking ridiculous. I hate everything I'm watching on fucking screen right now. And then later on in the movie, some famous person comes on the goddamn screen like Maya Angelou or Cicely Tyson. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in this goddamn movie? I'm like, you're a laureate poet. What the fuck are you doing in this horse shit?
Because he probably told him the vision. He probably gave them the vision. Then they understood what he was saying. I was
I see
where you're going.
Or only gave them their lines that had this inspirational fucking speech in it or whatever the fuck.
That sounded like we were on that one app. Remember that damn live app with the cars kept popping up?
Yeah.
Like, I want a little loud.
So yeah.
I don't know. The point being though, Cube is still my guy. Like,
I think I'm more Cube-like only because of.
I think you're more Tyler, bro. I know you hate it, but I think you're more Tyler. I swear.
No, I know what you're talking about. Like in terms of the hustle of like
I do.
of doing the shit, but I don't think I would. I think
I think it's second they gave you some money, you'd be all on it. I do. I honestly do.
No, I think my focus would be more on like one, maybe two specific things. But not,
that'd be me.
But not. I don't think I wouldn't want to do the churning out just a because I'm so think
so
about.
You think you would be more what's the nigga Jordan Peele? You think you'd be more Jordan Peele?
Actually, maybe. So think about it this way. You know how a lot of series is now don't have like the 22 season, 22 episode season,
yeah, like
right? I feel like that would be more my speed. I feel like Tyler's doing 100 for TBS for just one of his shows. I feel like I'd be like. Maybe we do 15 for the season because this is where the story's gonna go, and then we go this way. That you know what I mean? I feel like I'd be a little bit.
But also, Tyler Perry, on top of those 100 episodes, he also had fucking all the 90s to go and base shows off of. Because think about all the episodes of TV shows from back then that hadn't been redone for years.
Right, that's
and years.
another part.
All he had to do was redo all them damn shows.
I'm sure that's exactly what he did.
I'm sure he did too. Because after a while,
you can't just do 100 episodes of any kind of show.
You're not. You can't create all that.
Right.
You can't. It's impossible. So then
you're gonna repeat yourself, and you're gonna repeat other people.
You look at Martin. You look at Fresh Prince.
Right.
You look at, now,
exactly.
how would Medea do this?
There's no way you can't.
Right. Now, how would the Browns do this?
Especially with a limited staff,
You're going to look at Seinfeld. You're going to look at this.
Or at least alleged limited staff. He takes the credit for doing everything in the studio.
He does do stuff in the studio, man.
And maybe he does.
He does a lot.
But, he at least takes the credit for doing the writing and producing and directing on damn near everything he does.
All right, I'm going to give you my good vibes because this is a long-ass episode, and I think this is more than enough.
This is a long-ass episode.
So, my
it's
good
not the
vibes,
longest yet.
No, it's not. But my good vibes will go to Tyler Perry. I'm giving my good vibes to Tyler Perry off of that. Because I have to apologize for not really understanding completely how much he really put into what he was doing and seeing the vision from the point that he was going. Again, I don't feel the compulsion to support those movies, those shows. You will not walk in my house and see me watching Diary of a Mad Black Woman or Meet the Browns. Like, if I see it on TV, Meet the Browns, I may stop and laugh because that black dude is funny. He makes me laugh. Like, he reminds me of one of my uncles or somebody. Like, he's pretty fucking funny. He reminds me of one of them old school niggas that was like my grandpa's age, and he's just kind of a dick, and he just says what the fuck comes to his mind. And I remember actually one episode my mom was watching back when she used to watch these shows. It was Medea and that nigga, they met, and it was an old black lady who was frustrated versus an old black nigga who was frustrated, and it was fucking hilarious. They were hilarious together. But that doesn't get me to watch those shits because it's just like, it's mind-numbing, most of it. It's literally like, what is happening to me? But my point being,
that's what I'm talking about. It makes you feel dumber.
To me. To you. But that's because of the way we create shit. It's like, we don't see that. But again, I can't knock him for having a crazy vision because I've always had crazy vision. I've always thought of myself bigger than what I am right now. We were joking earlier about narcissistic shit. Yeah, no, I know if I had money, I would be killing this shit. It wouldn't even be a problem. Like, if I got to start off with $1 million like a lot of these rich kids do off rip, I promise you I'd be one of the biggest people in the world right now. Promise you. I have no doubt in my mind. If I had $1 million,
you wouldn't spend the money?
No, fuck no. No, hell, I want to build shit like exactly what we talking about with Tyler Perry. The reason he's my good vibes is because that's exactly the kind of shit. Like, when I was listening to that yesterday, I felt like a dick for the episode we had before we were talking about him. And I was like, damn, I kind of got to recant that shit. I got to take some of that back because I was being so aggressive and harsh because I hate the shows.
I will never take the shit I say about Tyler Perry back.
You say that right up until Tyler Perry walks up.
Step and fetch it ass.
He gonna walk up and be like, you know what, Brent? I've been watching your YouTube videos. I really like what you're doing, young man. I think you should come down to the studio. I think you should produce a couple of these. And you'll be like, you want me to dress up like Medea, her sister?
No. I would make sure there's a clause in that contract to say I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Because guess what? If he's like my YouTube videos, then he's like me talking shit about him back then too.
Right.
So I will. So you know what? I might consider going on to Tyler Perry's lot just to talk about how terrible his shit is. Because I've often said, at the time, there were two celebrities who I would have had to gone up and talk about them to their face to. One of them was Soulja Boy, and nobody gives a shit about him anymore. And the other one is Tyler Perry.
Young Soulja? Fuck with Young Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy was garbage.
Young Soulja?
Little did I know how bad music would get.
Young Draco?
Little did I know.
He's a lyricist.
Little did I know.
Soulja's a lyricist.
Oh, he's a video game entrepreneur too.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Yeah. He was really trying to sell that shit.
But I'm sorry. Finish your good vibes.
Nah, you ruined it. They're not good anymore. You ruined my good vibes.
point is, shouts to Tyler Perry for employing a bunch of black people and paying people what they're worth, and trying to inspire the community in general. I fuck with it. I understand that you're in a situation where people like Brent won't let you live and live your life properly, but I appreciate you for trying to build something bigger than what we're used to seeing. I appreciate that shit. I think it's dope, and I got a lot of respect for you. Not a huge fan of your products, just not. But I appreciate the studio. I would love to see that fucking place in person. I think it would be awesome to see something built by a black person that's fucking amazing in Atlanta, the capital of black people apparently in America.
It's Chocolate City.
Chocolate City, indeed. Wasn't Chocolate City originally in DC?
I think it was.
That's what they used to call it, Chocolate City. But yeah, that's my good vibes.
My good vibes go out to slavery for employing black people in the South on plantations as well. You've done a lot of good work. There are black people all over the place that wouldn't have homes if it wasn't for slavery, and I appreciate you doing that and bringing those savages the good book of Jesus. My good vibes go to
cancel it. I'm not paying Podbean this week. I'm not paying that shit.
My good vibes.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man?
My good vibes for the week go to the personal trainers of Miss Nia Long, Miss Regina King, and all the other glow up winners who, once they get that first couple of movie check, they then get themselves a personal trainer and take whatever badness got them noticed in the first place and then amplify it to nth degrees. We're talking about Angela Bassett, who got her personal trainer to pump her arms up and make her look like one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. We're talking about Janet Jackson's personal trainer, who took her from the chubby little girl on Good Times and made her the sexiest woman on the planet for most of her life. We're talking about, like I mentioned, Regina King. We're talking about Nia Long. We're talking about...
Stop saying weird, okay? I didn't say any of these things.
But we're talking about all the trainers that came into play and took not even necessarily lumps of coal. We're talking about the ones that took diamonds and shined those diamonds up to even bigger, brighter, badder ass. And we're talking about whoever worked with Beyonce, who took her from the skinny little girl from Texas and made her, the Beyonce that we've seen in other shit with the heels and all, the all the different curves she got by the time she was crazy in love.
We're talking about Brent not appreciating
the
original beauty.
The break that got these women to the point where they were gonna break out.
These women were already breaking out.
You really notice it after they fucking break out like that.
Jesus Christ.
We're talking about whoever worked with Alicia Keys.
How do you find a way
for a hot second?
How do you find a way to be misogynistic even when you're being complimentary?
I'm being complimentary with a misogynistic. Why? Just because I'm talking about the women?
They were fine before this.
I'm not saying they weren't fine before this.
You said the ones that got them to break out.
I'm saying that took. I didn't say lump of coal. I said it took the diamond and made it shine brighter.
This is what keeps happening on Blacked or whatever you.
I have not said any of this on anybody on Blacked.
This is what you're saying on BLK.
This is not what I'm saying on BLK.
You gotta stop saying this stuff.
This is not what I'm saying on BLK.
You're never gonna get laid like this.
Shout outs to all the personal trainers that took the ones that already had something and gave them a little bit more something, gave them a little bit more oomph, made them super duper stars. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shouts out to them and all the work they have done for all of us watching at home.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude another episode of How Do We Even Get Here? I'm Trey Sykes, and this is Brenton Banner. Where can they find you, Brent?
They can find me at Surreal469, SURREAL, the number's 469, on everything. As you're watching this, there's a new video that I just posted today as I'm recording this, but is already up as you're watching this. I've been doing holiday reviews, looking for the next Black Christmas classic, but there's another one I did today about wrestling.
How many have you done?
You should check that out. I've done a total of 3.
Oh, like Tyler Perry?
No. I've done a total of 3 over the last few days, and actually I think that's all I'm gonna do because I don't know any other movies that I want to watch.
Now you want to be like a cube. I see what you're trying to do.
Nah, there's not any other ones that I know of that I want to watch. Also, if you want to talk shit about me and my diet habits and my form on exercise, you can go to Surreal200. I may or may not listen to you, but you can go to Surreal200 on Instagram and help keep me in shape. Where can they find you, including where they can find you this week?
I'll be in 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube because YouTube hates me. And you guys can find me right here on your TV screen.
But the podcast you're doing.
Or on your YouTube.
The other podcast you're doing this week.
Watch his fingers. Wait. I'll tell you in a second. Look at those fingers cramp. You see his arms cramping because the water's cold?
Okay.
Look how high he is. Watch. He's trying to grab it. He can't grab it.
Oh, yeah, no, he can't.
Yeah, his fingers season up.
No shit.
He's about to die. Watch. This is hilarious. That's not really hilarious. It looks like it hurts really bad, but watch.
Yeah, I'm sure it hurts really bad. It's like a Charlie horse in his arm.
He's a super dickhead, though. Look, watch. Watch what happens to him.
His arm looks like it's made of rubber.
It is.
He's not going to make it.
He's not going to make it. I know it because I've seen it. Watch. Oh, boy.
I know it just because looking at his arm.
See, right? His fingers is wrong. Oh, boy. Oh.
He's not making it. It's over. It's a wrap.
Oh, he's landing on the thing. You know how bad that had to hurt, landing on top of the thing from that distance? I'd have been so out of it. His girlfriend is worried. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be on Wrestling Talk Radio today, or not today, but yeah, when y'all hear this, it'll be today. So I'll be on Wrestling Talk Radio live with my boys Marquise and Capo and Chris. He fell again. That was the second one. That's a different one. He climbed again and bust his ass again. Look at this one. Ooh, on the net. Oh, God. You could have died. That's good shit. But yeah, that's where you can find me. I'll be up there causing chaos and mayhem. I've done nothing wrong, and yes, I had a knife, but that was just that one time. Don't worry about it. Everything's safe. We're good.
All right. So ignore that part. You can find us at our linktree/GetHerePod. That's linktr.ee/GetHerePod.
I'm in a shot. Sorry.
Is where you can find us. So,
Speaking to the staff, Brent.
I'm not speaking into this. I'm not. Wow, you look like a commercial that would come up on a Tyler Perry show on BET right now.
Good. I hope he hires me. I'm leaving this podcast in a heartbeat. I'm doing it with Tyler next. Me, Oprah, and Tyler are going to do a whole podcast. Fuck Brent. We out. I'm sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean it. I didn't know any better.
I did.
That motherfucker going to be broke forever. Not me, Tyler. I'm going to buy your books. I'm going to learn how you did this.
Oh, he can read?
Oh, man. Hit it!
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.